Pull up a chair while we make my favorite salad. I love this salad because it does not use lettuce. I'm just not a big traditional salad person. So for this, we're going to start with some pita chips. I use salted, or you can use plain. Any brand is fine. We're going to crush these up. They're going to act similar to how croutons would act in your traditional salads. To that, we are going to use a robust olive oil, whatever that looks like for you. The ones that they'll say right on them specifically made for marinades or salads and things like that. Next, we're going to add some pepper. As we know, I always measure with my heart. I do not worry so much about the amount of things. The next thing we're going to add to that is some lemon juice. If you have fresh, great. If not, use whatever you have on hand. And that's all we're going to use to make the dressing for that. We're going to give it a quick stir and we're going to let it sit while we chop up our vegetables. You can use any kind of veggies that you want. We typically use a pepper if we have it on hand. Usually not a green pepper, but an orange, a yellow, a red. Those are great. We save the stem of that for later on for our vegetable broth. We dice those up really nice, pop them on in. We also add to this cucumbers. We use the mini cucumbers. I suppose you can use whatever you have or whatever you prefer. None of this is an exact science. This is what you want to eat, so make sure it's foods that you like. We dice these up into smaller bits. I don't like big pieces in our salad, but this salad, you guys, is so good. Even the people that say they're not salad people, I don't like salad, I don't want salad, they like it, they request it, they ask us to bring it when we go for dinner places. It's really delicious. What I'm not adding today is parsley, but parsley makes an awesome addition to this. Just chop it up real fine. Promise it's more than just a garnish on a dish. We're also cutting up some cherry tomatoes in here. I like to dice these or quarter them, but again, you do whatever works best for you. Next up, we've got some red onion. I like it really oniony, so I put a whole onion in, but that's really your preference. We're also going to dice this up pretty small. I don't know about you, but I wear contacts, so I can dice onions all day long and not have any problem with tearing up. If that is not the case for you, take caution while you do that. Some people put a piece of bread in their mouth to absorb whatever comes off of the onion that makes your eyes tear up, but again, whatever works for you. So once we get that diced up and tossed in, that is all we will be adding. So once it's done, we give that a nice big stir. We mix it up a bit. My husband likes it really cold, so he puts it back in the fridge. I prefer it as is. We're just popping the onion and pepper into our bag that lives in the freezer that helps us make some veggie stock later on. The cucumbers and tomatoes do not work for veggie stock, so those go separately, and you can either compost those or toss those. And that salad's delicious. Hope you enjoy.